in our country, there's also a personal life that we have. So on this show today, we're here to explore both the professional life as well as the personal life of Justinn Tk. Justinn, welcome to this conversation today.
Damn, bro, what an intro. I'll be like, I know you as one person who is good at this. So I knew this is going to be an interesting podcast.
Thanks a lot, man.
Thank you for hosting me.
So I think just to get started, in as much as you have a professional life and a personal life, people would exactly want to know. There are people that, people like me who know, Justinn is, a photographer and videographer, and, Justinn is a friend of mine, Justinn is this to me, but who exactly is Justinn Tk? How do we define the Tk brand? Who is Justinn Tk?
Yeah. Do you even know where I come from?
Show me today that I know.
It's so funny that people will think I'm from Copper Belt. Yeah, but home is Nakonde. But I came here basically for the school, coming for the university, and finding life in Lusaka.
Yeah.
Who am I as in Justinn? So my name is Justinn, like you have said. I come from Nakonde. I'm just this simple guy who is trying to push life and to get a life in this end,
I'm pretty much sure you want to go back home as a billionaire or something.
Yeah, that's the hope, bro. That's the hope. Yeah. That's the hope. Basically I came here for the school, but I'm seeing it as in me staying in Lusaka just to find a living here.
It's actually interesting to know that already as we begin the conversation, we know that there's this young man from Nakonde who has been sent into the world, who's been sent to Lusaka to find a better life through education.
Yeah.
And now we're definitely having him on this conversation today to actually talk about his professional field as well as his personal life. Was there at any particular point in time that you knew at one particular moment I'm going to venture into photography and be this professional in photography and all these things?
I didn't know, because even for me, I didn't pay attention to it, but it was in me. It's something that has come naturally without me noticing it. So I wasn't doing it for money. I didn't know that photography in Lusaka you can make money. Yeah. Because home it's not photography, it's called cameraman. So if you're a cameraman, meaning you're going to make maybe you need to have a printer, because you can't just take a picture and just leave it like that. So it was at this moment where I received an opportunity to say, you know what you're doing, I think it's a good idea by the university itself. Yeah. So what you're doing, it's a good idea. Maybe we can. How much do you do? So at that point, because I never charged anyone pictures, I was doing it for free. So I'm like, I don't know how much you do it. How much are you willing to offer? So for me, I said 5 kwacha, and at that time. Pictures were like maybe 20 kwacha, and we're talking about the corporate world, so it was like one picture 50 kwacha. Yeah. Then you say 5 kwacha, like,
so you lost out on 48 kwacha.
Yeah, so I'm like
45. Yeah.
45. I'm like, what? Some people charge 50 kwacha one picture here in Lusaka, because home for me, I say in 5 kwacha you need even to print. Yeah.
So what were your major key highlights and points that you felt, I think, when this happened, I changed the way I looked at things and I took a step forward? What event happened in your life that you look back and say, hey, I think because of that, I now took a step to get to where I am?
Yeah, okay. So what happened was, after I came to school in my first year, I never wrote my first exam because of financial problems. So that's the way I reached the point for me to search on how to make money. Because the feeling of after studying for 6 months, then you go, when exams reach, you find yourself not writing an exam, and seeing your friend who you came with and your best friend and the people you met at university, they're writing exam. That feeling, I cried. I remember, like, what? Felt that process, because I used to try all these videos. I got tired. I remember I was going to Unza to use their Wi-Fi, because go at Unza at maybe 6 hours, I come back at 22 hours searching on how to find money.
Serious? You go at Unza 6 hours,
22. I haven't eaten just to find, because it's that moment where your friends are studying and you're just home. So I was very stressed, and the best way at that time, I'll be like, maybe if I go to Unza, it will be a good opportunity for me maybe to find a way on how to find money. Yeah. So my creative process for me, I'll be like, okay, if I'm going to start photography, me being a photographer, and my creative process, I'll be like, first of all, I'll need to understand the software itself. for example, I'll need to study the basics of Photoshop, so that in as much as I have this dream of doing a nice picture, I won't be limited by the skill of not knowing the software. So I'll first know the software. After I master it, that's when I will now express like what I'm thinking at that time. So if it's a nice picture, I'm thinking to have nice colors like this, to have this particular type of lighting, I'll first need to understand the software, so that in as much as I'm thinking about that creative process, it will be something easy for me, and it will be something for people to say. For me, YouTube it's more like school. That's where I learn everything. So for me, I usually search on YouTube. I'm like, what if there's these guys who inspire me, such as Sam Coder. If I see this video by Sam Coder, maybe my year is showing his skills, is showing this type of particular style of editing, and for me, I know that this is like I haven't reached at this stage, and maybe, for example, that particular skill will require a drone, maybe will require a gimbal. So I'll understand where I am right now, and to be happy where I am. Say, okay, as at now I only have a camera.
Interesting enough, now we have a gimbal,
and
now we have a drone. A drone is for music and Android. I think that people are making reference to Android.
You know,
the journey is this far. You know, there's a whole drone now. There's a whole gimbal that you actually go through, and you know, having to think a lot about everything. I would also say the same, because I would listen to a podcast 3 times before I publish it.
Having that challenges of me, you know, how to balance my life, of my personal life, my work life, and my school life. It was something that made me, you know, to have this personal growth. Maybe to talk about time management, how to balance time on, like, how every second for me, more like it counted, because I can't be found on one place for a long time, because I have a lot of things to do. Then not only that, maybe self-awareness, knowing who I am at that particular, because it's obvious I can't be good at all photography stuff. So me not knowing that, okay, in as much as I know, because there's different types of photography. There's nature photography, there's event photography, there's corporate photography. So for me, knowing myself, say, okay, I think I'm good at this, and knowing that this is my weakness, I'll work toward it. You know, I'll be working toward my weakness, and I'll be doing more of it. So
you introduced me to Adobe Photoshop.
Adobe Audition.
You introduced me to Adobe Audition, like, bro, so I use this. So just to process everything, I think at this particular point in time, we have a background of, you know, who Justinn is, how your journey has been, and we've learned so much from your personal life, as well as from how you do your business and everything else. Just where do you want to go, and how far do you want to go? You started small. You know, now we need an appointment.
You know, like I said, this is something I love naturally, not basically for money, not basically because for fame. You know, there's such thing that I want to be a photographer so that I can be famous, so that I can have a lot of money. But basically, for me, photography at that point, it was something for me to survive a living. But where I look forward for myself, like where do I want to be? It's not like even me working with these big companies, maybe working with big teams, such as maybe artists, to be success for me. For me, success to me is me traveling the world with my family, you know, and with my children, making these memories with my camera, the skill which I learned for myself, you know, and more like living a life like it's my last day. It's for me, that's what I'm looking forward to. So appreciating where I have come from, and realizing that you don't have to own something for you to be successful. You know, because trust me, I thought those who have drone cameras, those who have gimbals, are the successful people. If I have a car, if I have this mansion, then I'm successful. Trust me, success for me, it shouldn't be like that. It's being happy where you are. So if I have a gimbal, if I have a camera, I think that's success to me. And seeing my family happy and my friends around me, for me, I take life as every day. Because you know, life is like there's a birth date where you are born, and there's a death date. So in between, there's the choices we make. So for me, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to me every day of my life, I'll make nice choices that want to get it for me, so that even if tomorrow I die, I'll be like, wow, even on my deathbed, I'm like, wow, I've lived the life. I don't want like, I wish I did this, I wish I did this. I want to live my life fully so that even if it's time to say, papenana nakandali, fulena kubelera ko heaven and go. I need to be like, wow, I've lived life. Because the way I am right now, I'm happy. As long as everyone around me, my family, they're happy, then that's success to me.
Yeah, that's absolutely profound. I mean, you've just laid down some wisdom. I mean, I think as we are humans, we are materialistic to a point. So we'd always love to think if we are to succeed in anything, then we are to own, we are to have, we are to touch.
Look where photographers brought me. Did you know that I'm even doing masters because of photography?
Yeah, I actually forgot to mention that.
That's how special photography is to me, bro. Imagine it has made me come to Lusaka one. It has made me survive in Lusaka. It has made me finish my Bachelor of Science in Public Health. It has made me even go to masters in public health, even postgraduate in methodology because of photography. Yeah, it's better someone respects me because of photography than me respect me because of my profession, which is public health.
That's
so if you respect me because of something I love, something I'm passionate about, even if I wake up like, what is photography? I'll tell you, wow, bro, this is the study of light and everything.
Yeah.
But if you tell me about scrub, like what? Wait, let me make a PowerPoint.
This is me being imaginative here, so think with me. Let's assume there's a young woman, a young man watching this right now, and they are looking for a key takeaway from this conversation that we've had. What would be the one thing? What would be the one thing that you'd love someone else to learn from this conversation? What would be the one thing that you'd love them to take home and keep it to themselves, that it will make their lives better?
Live life to the fullest, and always follow your dreams, and always follow your goals. Because most of the times, like you will say, I want to be a doctor, but you're not doing something that is related to being a doctor. To medicine. You are saying you want to be a millionaire, but you're not doing anything that is taking you to be a millionaire. You need to have these manners such as time management, self-awareness, goal settings. You set your goal, say by this end of the year I need to do this and this. And for me, I think that's one thing that has helped me, because every year I always put my goal, say, in this year, if I'm going to buy a drone, I'll buy it.
Android. Professional photographer. Guys. I think the dream aspect is real. Even for my podcast, I'm going to follow my dream. I'll definitely follow my dream with it. I'll definitely grow in it. I'll definitely continue investing in it. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Yeah, very much.
I've enjoyed the conversation with you. Personally, I've learned so much. I think we should definitely have more of such conversations we try and produce such related content. So I'm happy to have you here, ladies and gentlemen. Today we actually hosted Justinn Tk on these corner conversations that we've been having. A young man from Nakonde with an Android phone who got to a point where he couldn't pay fees and didn't write exams, and he's now a professional photographer, videographer, designer, and he's in the media field of profession. It's absolutely amazing. Before 30, he's achieved these many things.